What's up, everybody? I'm sorry I got on late. It's supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but me and my wife went to eat, and I got back a little later than what I expected to. Um, I do have a guest going to be coming on here in a little bit, talk about what she does and her group that she has doing her TV show. Well, not a TV show, but a show on here, and she will. We'll just give her a little interview right quick. And I tried to get on here a little earlier a while ago, and my computer had got me all messed up. And so I hope it works out for me. My computer's about dead. I forgot to plug it up. It stormed the other night and I unplugged it. And now it's just about completely dead. But we'll see. It probably won't be a long show. I'm going to do some announcements right quick. I have probably do an investigation this Monday night with me and Joseph. I done talked to him yesterday, and we're going to try to go out tomorrow and do a couple places and everything, and probably go back up in the mountains where I've been doing the farmhouse at, and probably do the 2 graveyards up there probably this weekend if everything goes right, if the weather holds out for us. And here is our guest. She is a real cool person and a good friend. And I do like to listen to some of her stories that she's got to tell. And she's going to talk about her show. Here she is.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Uh,
I
sorry
appreciate
guys
you
if I
coming on.
sound sorry guys if I sound sick. I'm just getting over being sick after 3 days of not being at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I caught some type of
Uh,
virus or something that's been going around.
uh, I hope you get to feeling better.
I feel better today. Matt did an old military trick where he put me in a bunch of layers and made me sit here under a bunch of blankets and sweat it out, which was not fun. I was
Yeah.
very miserable, but
Yeah. I just want to get you on here and tell a little bit about yourself and tell a little bit about your show and promote your show out and everything.
well, as everybody knows, I'm the witchy consultant. I am part of the paranormal consultant. I'm the better half of the paranormal consultant. Or as I still have yet to find who said this, I'm Mrs. Consultant. I don't know who started that, but I will put a stop to it because I don't like that at all.
Ain't no telling who did that.
I have a feeling it was Marcus and Matt.
Probably
And they
right.
know they know I have a feeling that it was the two of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have my own little paranormal show now called Creepy Cryptids. It's on Mondays at 7. It's Eastern time. So that's not going off of anybody else's but mine. I'm really bad at like math and stuff, so as far as other people times go, I usually ask Matt for that.
Yeah.
My last one, I had my very first cast, which was of course Matthew, as everybody knows and saw.
Yeah.
He talked about some of his stuff and what he knew, and it's just basically just a show that goes beyond just talking about ghosts and demons and everything. It's the beyond side of paranormal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, my show tomorrow is going to be about urban legends.
Okay.
So like,
I'm gonna try to tune into
Black
that.
Eyed Children. So like Black Eyed Children, we have one here in PA in Shamokin. It's called Wolfie's. It's an old farmhouse
Yeah.
out in Shamokin. I have had a personal experience of being chased out of that area by something. Nobody knows what, but
Okay. Do you go like? Are you gonna start traveling and do some investigating yourselves and stuff like that?
I would like to. Eventually, I don't have the time or the funds right now to do it, but I would
Yeah.
like to eventually. Me and Matt would like to start trying to get into places and investigate places. I would also
Yeah.
like to go to some places that I know have cryptids. Like, I would love to see the Mothman, the whole town that's just
Yeah.
dedicated to the Mothman. Mostly also to just get some Mothman, like merch, like a shirt that says
Yeah.
I've seen the Mothman.
Yeah. Um, what really got you started in all the cryptid stuff?
um, I guess it was always just a little bit of a fascination with everything. Hollywood, a lot of movies, like older movies about like the Wolfman and the old movie about Mothman. And then when I was growing up, my dad watched the Sci-Fi Channel a lot during Halloween, and they would have all
Yeah.
those like monster movies about the Mothman and vampires and werewolves. And I was like, this stuff is really interesting. I wonder if anything's like true about it.
Yeah.
And
It's
so my whole point on cryptids is somebody had to see something like it to think of it as an actual thing.
there's Liz saying hi to
Hi,
you.
Liz.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're still awake. We just looked it up. It's 2:30 a.m. over there. It's late.
Yeah.
I I'd be asleep.
Yeah, I know I would be. Well, I tried to sleep anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, does Matt is he like big in all kinds of cryptid stuff like the Mothman and all that?
Um, I wouldn't say big, but he does like it. He likes the aspect of it. He definitely likes aliens. He's really big into like aliens.
Oh, really?
He likes UFOs
Yeah.
and like the unknown and the stuff about space. I like aliens. Aliens as far as like a cryptid zoology thing. That's something that's
Yeah.
like known but also unknown. There's a lot we don't know about aliens.
Yeah. I work with a bunch of aliens.
Legal or illegal?
uh, legally, I think they are from outer space. The way they act.
Yeah, the way
There's
some people
Jason.
act at my job, I think they're from outer space too.
um. Yeah, I watched your first show. I didn't get to watch your second show because I had to work, and when I got home, I fell asleep. And I tried to get into everybody's little show, but I never did get too far. Um, I mean, do you? Is there any cryptids like over in Scotland and stuff like that?
There's the Loch Ness monster. Obviously, everybody knows that. There's stuff called the Nuclevive, which they're technically fae in a sense, but they're bad fae. They
Yeah,
will, they're or silkies. Silkies are another one. They'll drown you. Silkies tend to drown people.
yeah,
So if you see something that looks like a mermaid but has a horse's head, it's definitely not a mermaid and it's not friendly.
yeah. Sound like it. I mean,
uh,
did you did you like think about that you like 10 years ago, do you ever think you'll have a show or have anything to do with the cryptids?
No, I also didn't think I would be married to him, and I also never thought that I would be doing paranormal stuff in
Yeah.
general. Like I
Yeah.
thought it'd always be my own little hobby.
Yeah. You are a great host, Jonathan. Very good interview. Oh, that's my buddy Baker. I work with that guy. Uh, yeah, he's normally tuned into all of my shows. He's a real good friend. Uh, I had another question I was going to ask you. Now I forgot what it was. Well, just you can just tell a little bit more about you. You don't have a group or nothing, just you, right?
Yeah, no, it's just me and Squeakers right now, as far as like, but mostly just me.
Yeah,
But Squeakers helps co-host when she can. But it's just me.
yeah.
Me, myself, and I.
I know the feeling. uh,
Me,
are you
myself, and
gonna
I.
have? Huh?
I was just saying something to Matt.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
a picnic today.
Yeah. I was going to come on at 9 o'clock, and me and my wife went out to eat, and didn't get back in time when I wanted to. Uh,
Yeah, that happens.
shoot, yeah. Um, I mean, where would you? Where's your favorite place that you would like to go to investigate and trying to find something that's not explainable?
Honestly, if I had the money, if money wasn't an object and I could go anywhere, I definitely want to go to, there's two places. I want to go to Egypt because there's a lot of stuff there that people don't know. Like, I know there's urban legends and stuff about like creatures and everything that about like the jackals and stuff in like the afterlife. Like what if somebody found truth that they actually like walk among people?
Mm, yeah,
Or like that the old Egyptian gods actually like walk among people that look just like us. That they can make themselves look like us. Like that'd be cool. That'd be cool to find or to figure out.
yeah,
Especially from like, because my channel is also about Wicca. That'd be cool to figure out from a Wicca standpoint. Like, oh my God, gods actually walk among us. Like that's ridiculous. I should definitely be more careful as to what I say to people.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind going to look for something there like that, but I'm afraid I'll run up on the snake man and I'm taking off running. Yeah, I don't do too good with a snake, so that's my luck. I would run into a snake guy, you know. Um, yeah, I've always heard stories around where my dad was growing up around here in North Carolina that there was like a panther running around. But my dad was born in the 40s, and if that thing's still living, it's gonna be so old that he wouldn't even bother you now.
Well, that's the other thing I don't get. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Bigfoot would be really old." I was like, "Well, what if cryptids don't age like we do?
Yeah,
They could
yeah,
be in like a completely different like ghosts. You have to think of it in the terms of like ghost time. Like their
yeah,
time could be different than our time. Like a day for us could be a year for them. So like a
yeah,
year for us could be a day for a cryptid.
yeah, there has been a fish man in Loch Ness, fisherman in the Loch Ness that saw a big animal in the water. He was so shocked and he didn't go on camera on the news. I done lost my place. His friends did that was on the boat where he was. It was in the 70s that happened. Nobody knows if the Loch Ness monster is real or not. Yeah,
I mean
I've
that
seen
that
pictures. I've
yeah.
I've seen pictures, but I'm real skeptic about it because I really can't make out what the picture was. You know?
Yeah, there was a couple pictures actually, like decently good pictures that people have found out from like the 70s that have been proven to been fake. Like
Yeah,
somebody made Nessie and then took pictures of it, like out of wood in like the 70s. They
yeah,
carved it, hollowed it out so it would float, and then took pictures of it. It was some
yeah.
guy, I don't remember his name, but he was like really famous for a little while because he got real good pictures of the Loch Ness monster, but then his son admitted like 20 years later that those pictures were fake. He's like,
Yeah.
I helped my dad build that thing. Like, it's fake. It's not real.
Donna asked where can she follow you at?
um, I have a Facebook. It's called Creepy Cryptids. I don't know how to share links. Um,
So we're working on getting her a YouTube channel and a Facebook page for just the show. Hey, brother, how you doing? Wait a minute, I can hear myself. I don't like that. But no, I'm. If I sound a little off, guys, I do apologize. I feel like absolute poop.
he's getting sick. I'm getting over being sick.
So I'm
So,
gonna cough on her, so we're both sick at the same time.
no, I just got over it. Stay away.
But no, we're gonna be setting her up a YouTube page and a Facebook page. But for right now, she's on P3 Entertainment on YouTube.
Yes.
But you can also see her show on the Paracrew podcast pages. We'll be sharing them out there as well. Now back to
Okay.
my
But yeah,
I'll
P3 Entertainment on YouTube.
okay. Yeah, I'll go check that out here in either the rest of the night or tomorrow one. I'll go check it out and watch some of your videos. I got a good, I don't know if it's a good question, but does Native Americans uh do they have any like cryptid stuff? I mean, do they believe in a
They
lot of cryptid?
they do actually. The Wendigo is one that comes from Native American culture. The Wendigo and Skinwalkers, those two are ones that come from Native American cultures. The
Okay.
Native American shamans believe that Skinwalkers.
most totem animals.
Oh yeah, and most totem animals are also a form of a cryptid in Native American culture.
Okay.
So Native Americans were originally in the United States before it became the United States, the original creators of the stories of cryptids, like the Wendigo and the
Yeah.
Skinwalker, and then totem animals.
Okay. I mean I didn't know if it actually originated with them or what I didn't know if they had like a different beliefs than what we do now or
Well, what they believed as far as like the Skinwalkers and everything, the Skinwalkers we believe now are different, but what they believed back then was it was a Native American shaman who made it deal to basically walk the line between man and beast. But eventually he would get stuck in his beast form.
Okay. Now, I don't know if this is a stupid question or not, but does
There are no stupid questions, only stupid answers.
Let's see, how do I put this? Can a person turn into a cryptid, or is that just like a myth? Because I mean, I watched a video one time, and this dude, he just turned automatically into a different beast.
I mean, I've never heard of it not like technically in Native American culture, a lot of people thought wendigos were made through people.
That's when the werewolves started coming out.
Yeah. And werewolves. Werewolves are humans turning into beasts. You want to put it that way. So technically, yeah. But I don't think werewolvism and stuff like that is what most people think. I think it's genetic.
Yeah.
Like actually being able to transform into a wolf, I feel like that would be more genetic than like the Hollywood puts it out to be of, oh, you get bit and you have the werewolf virus.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it
Okay.
would be that way. If you got bit by a werewolf, I feel like you would die because he'd definitely try to eat you.
Yeah. Yeah. So would a vampire be a cryptid?
I
Like
mean,
Dracula?
yeah, in a sense. I guess you can consider Dracula a cryptid, even though he was a person. But
Yeah.
yeah, you could consider him a cryptid. Matt approves. Matt approves of Dracula being a cryptid. It's consultant approved.
Consultant approved. Hey, we need
We need to
that'll
get
be
that.
our new catchphrase. He needs
Yeah,
to
we
get
need to
that
get
put on.
that. We need that on a shirt or a hat. Consultant approved. Oh, fedora approved. We need to get one that says fedora approved and consultant approved and put it on some hats and a shirt.
Yeah.
I like consultant approved better. It sounds better.
Yeah, I love her show. Yeah, I never really thought much into cryptid stuff till the guy I work with talked about the Mothman and something else he keeps talking about. I can't remember what it is. Then he said ain't the Mothman in Ohio or something other, or West Virginia or something.
Yeah, I think it's. Huh? I think it's in Ohio.
There's a couple reports on it.
Yeah, there's a couple reports all over the United States of different
Yeah.
sightings of him.
Mhm.
But there's one town that literally just dedicates themselves to it. Like they have a whole thing. I guess they have like a statue and a gift shop and everything. And it's like
Yeah.
that's where I want to go. I want to go to get Mothman merch from them.
Yeah, I always want to go to the Area 51 to see the alien stuff, but they say you can't get nowhere near that thing.
Oh no, it's heavily guarded. If you so much as step foot on or near the area, you'll get escorted off by armed guards.
No.
I saw a video of two guys who crossed the line without realizing it on their bikes, and they got asked by armed escort to leave or get
That's
shot.
crazy.
Yep, they got
There
told
are
to leave or get shot.
What's theory
yeah,
about?
there are a lot of unexplainable things that we don't know about. I think there is a lot that just meets the eye, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do. Well, I ain't gonna say I believe in the Bigfoot until they show me more than one footprint casting. I mean that's just because if he's really real and he's in North Carolina, and somebody in Washington said they seen him, and that's a long distance to travel on one foot.
See, the other thing is what I think a lot of people don't understand is maybe the Bigfoot is actually like a population. Like they're in different areas of the world or the state.
Yeah,
Like there could be little colonies of them in different places.
yeah,
Like there's been somebody said they saw something up north here in PA of like the Bigfoot, and I was like, I'm kind of still very skeptical about Bigfoot because just like you, I want to actually see like a full blown nice picture, especially with like the good cameras we have. Even like a trail
yeah,
cam. Like the trail cams
yeah,
nowadays can take perfect pictures of stuff moving. Like I've
yeah,
gotten a clear picture of a deer when I go hunting that's running past the trail cam. It's a little blurry, but I can still say, "Oh yeah, that's a deer."
yeah, yeah.
Like there's
I
no way
saw
that
in
somebody can't get a good picture.
yeah, I saw in the news at one time that there is supposed to be a half man, half animal in Scotland.
Green Knot,
Right?
Scotland. That sounds interesting. Is it like some kind of mad scientist experiment or the government was like, "I'll pay you $10,000, you do this experiment for me."
Yeah. Yeah, they up in Maine too. More and more evidence of Bigfoot, UFOs, and other things are coming out more than ever. Yeah, there's a. I mean, I don't really follow it that much, but I do like to watch the videos and listen to people talk about it. Some people I can about believe, and some people I have a hard time to believing in them.
I mean, I sometimes watch, they have the Bigfoot hunters on the Travel Channel. I sometimes watch that if there's really nothing else on TV, but I don't
Yeah,
like know 100% if they're actually finding a Bigfoot or if it's just some bigger animal. Cause like they're out in the middle of the woods in some of the most like rural areas of the United States. Like you could be following a grizzly bear and not know you're following a grizzly bear until you get right up on it.
stream in West Maryland and head and smelled it and found a footprint in the mud. Yeah,
I love how everybody says it's just one footprint. Like you said, like
yeah,
where's his other foot?
yeah. He's got. I mean, let's think about it. He'll look weird if you ever run up on him. He's gonna be one foot, and he's gonna be half naked because everybody find a little patch of hair in the barbed wire fence, and wherever he's going across the map, he's gonna be really patchy, like with just a little bit of hair on his body.
Yeah, he's gonna be scruffy. He's gonna be the
Yeah.
scruffy Bigfoot.
I have a question. What is your thoughts
Oh
on the
God.
U.S. talking about the UFO sightings that several pilots captured recently? Um, my thoughts on it is I think they do see something, but as far as me agreeing with them, because I really hadn't seen the videos or pictures of it yet. But in the past, like these past videos I've seen on YouTube or TV or whatever, I really don't know if it's real. I mean, it's probably real, but I don't know because picture is always blurry or it's always at nighttime and stuff like that. But I mean, I ain't gonna say there ain't. Looks like I ain't gonna, like I say, there ain't no Bigfoot, but I still need just a little bit more proof, then I can give my answer on that.
I mean, I don't necessarily think they're not real and
Yeah,
that the government doesn't see that kind of stuff, because I feel like if aliens are going to watch anybody on Earth, it's going to be the military.
yeah,
It's got to be. It's got to be the military. Like, they're not just going to follow around an everyday person. If they're going to watch any major thing, it's going to be the military and the government itself.
yeah. I part two of the question, Matt, leave it up to you. Part two of the question: why not release the information? There has been reports for a long time. Well, see, that's another thing too. If it's not, they wouldn't be heavily guarding it. And if it's true, they got locked up like Fort Knox. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for them to have Area 51 fight like that, there's got to be something to it.
Especially because if you so much as cross as you're in a civilian, they literally threaten you to leave or you get shot. Like,
Yeah,
those are your two options. You leave or you die. Like, take your pick.
yeah. I've always thought about that. If it's not real, why are they heavily guarding it? And if it's real, I mean, why not let the public know about it? I mean, they got the right to know.
I feel
Me,
like they're worried about, like, most of the population would, like, freak out, like, and there would be mass hysteria, but I don't think there would be as much mass hysteria as the government thinks.
yeah,
Because there's so many
yeah,
people that have had experiences like that and just don't really want to say anything because they're worried that they might get called crazy.
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
have
would you?
a consult.
Let's see here. And there is supposed to be a gray man in the mountains in Scotland, UK, too, and that was described that he was up in the mountains in the Highlands in Scotland, UK. I didn't know that. I'm not too sure. To be honest with you, I don't know much about anything like that. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's probably something there, and I have a hard time too believing that just one person. I like to have about 3 or 4 people that can say the same thing, verify each other's belief. I mean, story. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the UK folklore as far as that goes. I
Yeah,
haven't done a lot of research on it. I definitely want to do more because I know they have, obviously, because they're a lot older than we are.
yeah,
I know they have a lot more folklore and like myths and stuff there that I would like to explore on my show. That would be interesting.
yeah. I believe military has some crazy stuff. Oh yeah, they got to.
I mean, like, what Matt, me, Matt, and Squeakers on my show, the last episode, talked about the military with the Black Knight satellite, that it just like appeared out of nowhere and then disappeared.
No,
Like, and apparently, what did you say? The earliest sighting was like the 1920s.
1950s, and then the 80s is when, or the 70s.
Yeah, it was like the earliest sightings of it in like a telescope was the 50s, and then the first time it was actually reported was in the 70s when we first went into space.
no, no.
But it was there the entire time. Like nobody knows how long it was actually in space before we saw it.
Even the
So
Uh, go ahead.
so nobody really knows what's out there. Aliens could have been watching us for centuries.
No. Do you think that when we go into outer space, you think the aliens does like we do, sit there and think that we're weird and we're coming in their atmosphere like they do ours, like we do? I mean, like when we see uh, aliens flying and stuff like that, I wonder what the aliens think when we come into outer space.
If we can eventually jump galaxies like they can, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, oh, they got really smart. The monkeys got smart. Because that's probably what they think we are, to be honest, is we're just monkeys on a planet.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
fumbling around. If they've been watching us for a really long time, that's probably what they think, is that we're monkeys just fumbling around with stuff.
yeah, yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah, I mean, I just uh I just got thinking about that the other day. Me and my wife was talking about the aliens things, and I think they laugh at us. They probably do, especially some of these people around here.
Yeah. I mean, some of the scientists think they're smart, but they're not as smart as they think they are.
Yeah. No, there is a lot of unexplained things out there, and I think it's mostly in woods that they can hide their, like the Bigfoot and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I mean, I wonder what the alien language is. Wonder what they talk like, or wonder what kind of noise they make when they talk.
Yeah, that is interesting. I've always wondered that. Like, what do they sound like? Do they sound like us, or do they think like we're speaking a foreign language to them? What?
I think it's telepathy.
The consultant thinks it's telepathy. They're speaking to each other with their minds.
Oh, okay.
NASA thinks that, what did they say when I was in school? NASA thought that aliens spoke in math. So basically, like algebra and like trig
Yeah,
is the language of the universe. And I couldn't do anything but laugh when my science teacher told me that. Because I was like,
yeah,
that's dumb. I don't think anybody speaks in trigonometry and algebra.
yeah.
I was like, nobody's gonna go around and be like x equals y, and everybody know what that means.
Yeah, yeah. I always wondered that. Just like when people do sign language, when they um, like a Spanish, they're deaf and they talk sign language.
Yeah.
Is it the same as English sign language or what? I mean, that's there's a lot of things I don't know a bunch about, and I've been trying to get answers and.
I feel like that would be funny to see my sister-in-law's, my soon-to-be sister-in-law's parents. They're both deaf, and they do sign language to an alien
Oh, really?
to see what the difference is in the language. Like have those two of the both of them talk to one alien in sign language and see if it's the same.
Yeah.
That'd be one way to figure out if it's the same language. Put a deaf person with a deaf alien.
Yeah. Well, I bet it might be a little bit difficult because I only got 3 fingers.
I mean, that is true. That is true.
They have to do it in Morse. Well, they can't do it in Morse code because they got to hear the beeps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. I mean, that's.
Tap his finger.
Well.
Just tap the fingers. It's just like just tap the fingers.
Yeah. I always wondered about stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little quick break, right quick, and play the P3 video, and then we'll come back and then we'll just go to the closing. That'll give me enough time to think of a few more questions to ask you.
That's fine.
All right, I'll let you take a break. Let me find the video right here, right quick. All right, everybody, here's the video for the P3. Y'all go ahead and follow it. The ones that's in here so far, and you can go check them out on YouTube, Facebook, and all the other platforms. All right, here's the video. I'll be right back, okay? pretty cool. It's a little long video.
Yeah, the new one's
uh,
about the same.
oh really?
Yeah, they're all about
Uh,
5 minutes. Marcus needs to cut down his time on those a little bit.
uh, I did come up with a couple more questions for you. Have you ever just like ride down the road and look into the woods and stuff and be like, wonder what's in there? Like any kind of creatures that you don't know about or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we have a back road out where I live going out towards where like Sunbury and stuff are out here in PA. And it's covered in woods and like hills, and I always sometimes in the summer I'll go out for drives at night if I can't sleep, and I'll go back the
Yeah,
back roads. And there's not very many houses out there. It's literally all woods, and I'll just like find a place to sit, and I'll sit there and I'll stare out in the woods, and I'll be like, maybe I'll see something. Maybe I'll like
yeah,
catch something that nobody else will see if I sit here long enough.
yeah. That that's what I used to do when I couldn't sleep. I used to go and check out things like that, and just uh try to figure out if I actually can see something there that nobody can. But I figure when I do, I won't have my camera with me. It'll be at the house, and then nobody will believe me then.
See, I always think that I'm like gonna catch something, but then I won't get my phone out quick enough to take a picture and it'll be gone.
Yeah, that's my luck. We do that all the time.
We do that a lot actually. Sometimes we'll like go for drives at night or like we'll be out
Yeah,
late cuz he works till 11 and then some nights I work till 11 and I'll go pick him up from work and we'll go like drive around a little bit cuz neither of us are really tired. And we'll go by some like abandoned buildings and be like, "Oh, I wonder if this is haunted. Maybe this is
yeah,
haunted."
that's what we do a lot. Me and Daddy, we do it all the time when we go out and we get done investigating something or doing a video. I just feel in camera person.
Or we do a wonderful game Matt calls deer yelping, where he yells at deer. He asks for directions to see if they answer back. 90% of the time they don't. They run away.
Yeah,
He did get one. He did get one deer to look at him though. He said something to him in Spanish. He asked him for directions in Spanish, and he looked at the doe, looked right at him. Stood there for about 5 minutes and then ran away. And I was like, huh, maybe the deer spoke Spanish.
yeah, yeah. It was. I like to just go out here in the yard because I live out in the country. There's no night lights, nothing like that. And I can go out in the backyard and just look straight up in the sky, and you can see stars. And sometimes you see them like fade out, or you see a new one pop up, stuff like that. And now I'm just sitting there looking. I said, I wonder if they're sitting over there on the moon. The aliens are looking back at me and just trying to think I'm a weird shaped person or something other. I bet they making fun of me.
Like Matt said earlier, they're probably laughing at all of us. They probably got a telescope somewhere, space station somewhere in our atmosphere that we can't see yet. And they're just laughing at us.
Yeah, that's the way I feel when I go doing an investigation somewhere, and I figure that the spirits are sitting there, just sitting there beside of us and just looking at us like, "Ha ha, you crazy thing."
It's like when me and Matt went to the battleship with you guys. We didn't get anything for a while, and I was like, I
Yeah,
feel like I know they're here, like I can feel that they're here, like in the room. I feel like they're just sitting there laughing at me,
yeah,
and I'm like, this is not. I don't enjoy that sensation.
Yeah, I had a pretty good time. I'm glad y'all got to come to the battleship. I had a good time hanging out with all y'all. It was pretty fun.
I liked the battleship. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I can't wait to go back because there's still a lot more that we didn't get, didn't get to investigate like we wanted to,
Yeah.
No.
Going back, I was stuck in a little loop and kept ending up in the spot where the torpedo room was.
Yeah.
That freaked us out.
Donna says not pair unity. She feels left out.
That's the mat thing. You gotta get on the mat for that.
Yeah, you gotta sweet talk
I'm
Matt on
just,
that one.
yeah, I'm just a part of the piece. I didn't come up with it. That's Mr. Fedora and consultant.
Yeah. Well, if you want to go ahead and tell your times for your shows again, and we'll go ahead and close out here and tell what y'all do and everything again. Go ahead and promote yourself out.
So my show is on Mondays at 7 Eastern time. So that's depending on where you are. If you go based off of my time, 7 Eastern. From Speakers is in Washington, that's 4 o'clock per time. So if anybody lives near Washington, that's probably about 4 o'clock their time. Matt's usually good at that kind of stuff, not me. But it's 7 Eastern my time. So yeah, 4 squeakers time, which is what I said. He's just giving me thumbs up saying that I'm doing a good job saying that. Appreciate the peanut gallery. But
all depends if they want to come out too. Yeah, I think that goes pretty much about any type of investigation. It don't matter if it is the cryptids or paranormal. If they want to be seen, they'll probably come out when they want to be on camera or something like that.
yeah, if they want to talk to us, they'll talk to us. If they want to be seen, they'll be saw. If they don't, then they'll hide.
Yeah.
It's almost like fun.
Yeah. Well,
But creepy cryptids is 7 Eastern time, 4 squeakers time. Pacific, so specific and East, 4 Pacific and 7 Eastern. And then we do a show about cryptids, witchcraft, good witchcraft, no bad witchcraft. No hexing, no none of that. We don't do that on my show.
yeah.
I like to give little information to help people who are just starting out for Wicca, like what they can do, what books they can get, what would really help them to start out if they're just learning. And then it's also a lot of urban legends and stuff like that. I basically want my show to be a safe space.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
No judgment. My show has no judgment and no drama. I don't do drama.
Yeah.
But yeah, Creepy Cryptids, Monday at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific time.
You know what that'll be in Scotland time? It's a good show. Thank you for the great show, Jonathan and Mitri Consultants.
Oh, it's 2 a.m. Scotland time, Liz, for you.
Oh Lord, that's a early.
Yeah, that's 2 a.m. for her. So my show, her time is 2 a.m.
Lord, I'll be half asleep. I'll be like it, one eye open, one eye closed.
Well, I've wanted to have Liz on my show, but I was like trying to figure out how that would work out where it wouldn't be like super late, but it wouldn't be super early for me either. And I really couldn't
Yeah.
figure out a way for it to work, so I don't know. I might have to record it and then play it and then have me and Squeakers in the audience. I feel like that's the only way that that's going to work because I don't think I'm going to want to get up at like 5, 6 in the morning to have a show. Because Squeakers
Yeah.
is behind me, so like 5, 6 in the morning here is like 3 a.m. for her. So she won't even be awake.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy the way the time is different like that, you know. That be about like if I go over there to Scotland or somewhere and I'm used to my time and I get over there, they be asleep and I'll be wide awake. And the time I get used to their time, I'll be back home.
Yeah, that's how it was in Italy. When I was in Italy and Matt was here, I was calling him at what was like 4 in the morning over there, and it was only like 10 or 11 o'clock here. So it was like
Yeah,
really early in the morning over there, and that I shouldn't be awake, but I was, because I was used to my time here.
yeah. They said I will be going to sleep shortly.
Yeah, I would be
Yeah.
too. I'd already be asleep, Liz.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the show tomorrow is about urban legends.
okay. I'm gonna tune into that because I'm really into like legend stuff, stuff like that.
We're doing one on Black Eyed Children, and then I don't know about the other one, the other two. I'm trying to do like two to or 3 to 4 like different little things in each video to fill up time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially with the cryptids and stuff, it takes a lot of research and a lot of time. So
I bet it
yeah,
does
there's some
take.
homework. Mhm.
Yeah, I bet it
Oh,
does take up quite a bit of research time for each individual thing.
yeah, and it's a good thing I have Squeakers too, because I don't think I'd be able to do all this by myself. I'd be burnt out. I'd be having to like a lot of times I have to work doubles on Sundays at my job,
Yeah.
which sometimes
Yeah.
I won't leave there till close to close. So I'd be coming home on Sundays and doing all this research by myself. Can I help you,
Yeah.
consultant? Yeah, I know you're watching.
Hey. That would be great. I will be watching your show. That's cool, Liz.
That's
Black
cool that
Eyed
you can stay
Children.
up till 2 a.m. Yeah,
Yeah.
what I've gotten so far, Donna, is surprising. You you guys are gonna. It's definitely interesting if you don't know what Black Eyed Children are.
I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of it.
It's very, very interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out tomorrow.
Oh, and
But
Matt says he'll have that closing to you, I guess, what, tomorrow? Tomorrow. He's gonna work on it at work.
that's fine. That's fine. I ain't no rush about it. Uh,
He's a rush about everything. You're efficient at procrastinating. That's what you're efficient at.
uh, well, I really appreciate you coming on, and at the last minute, I'm so sorry about the last minute deal,
No, that's
but
fine.
I this week has been one crazy week, and I hadn't had a chance to figure out who I want to be on as a guest and stuff like that. My dad did come home Friday, and it's just been crazy. I've been looking after him and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Matt told me he came home. I'm happy he's home though.
yeah, Yeah, he's actually doing better than what I thought he did. I mean, from compare what
Yeah,
was last Saturday.
Matt said we love Pete.
He really, my dad really likes Matt. I mean, that's all he talked about after the battleship and stuff like that. So I think Matt made a big impression on him.
Yeah, I think it was the whole your dad being in the military and Matt being in the military. I feel that was something that made them really click,
Yeah, yeah.
which is good. It's
So,
nice to see Matt make friends.
oh
He
yeah,
he had no friends.
That's John until what happened. Called me your friend.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I got corrected. Family.
yeah.
I got in trouble.
He done got me about 3 times, and I thought I haven't caught myself the other day. I said family, because I figured he was getting ready to come on here and say, "Hey, I'm coming to North Carolina."
But we do. We see all you guys as family.
Yeah, yeah. We like I said, it's a different atmosphere now. Used to, I didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't really think it's going to take off, but I was proven wrong. I never dreamed that it was going to get this big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like me. I never thought I'd be doing my own show.
Well, I was
You
the same
couldn't
way.
you couldn't tell like 19-year-old me that was doing this as like a hobby that when I was
Yeah,
26 I would be doing my own show and
yeah,
be like having a sponsor like I do through Ghost and like Parapost and everything like that. Like I'd
yeah,
look at you and laugh. I'd be like, oh, that's funny.
yeah. I, if you asked me 5, 10 years ago, if I would ever be on a show and be on camera, I would have said no. Cause I'm always camera shy. I never liked the camera, but now since doing the paranormal stuff, I'm kind of fond of it. And it's all because of Matt's fault. He told me he had to get me talking more.
Yeah, that's what he said to me. He's the whole reason I have my own show. He's like, you need to get your own show. Him and Marcus,
Yeah,
both of them egging me on to get my own show because they think I'd do really well, and I'm like, I'm not good. I have like really bad anxiety when it comes to being on camera. Like I'm always worried what I'm gonna say, especially now that we have sponsors. Like I don't want to mess anything up or say something wrong and like them get mad at me and be like, oh, we can't sponsor the consultants anymore because they done fucked up. And I'm like, I don't want to be that person that
yeah,
ruins this for us.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm always worried about. Like I'm gonna be worried about that tomorrow at 7 when I go on. Like I don't want to mess this up because I know they don't
yeah,
watch my shows yet, but eventually they might, and that's what gets me worried. Like I don't want them to watch my shows and be like, well, she's a little bit more than what we can handle. And
yeah,
I've said this to Matt, and I've said this on his shows, like when I was a guest on his show. Like I'm not gonna change myself to please somebody else. Like even if it is a sponsor, I'm not gonna change how I talk or how I act
yeah,
for
yeah,
anybody. Like I like to be real and I like to be blunt and I like to be original. If you don't like it, then you can not watch me anymore.
yeah.
Scroll on to the next show.
Just be yourself. Have what you do. Oh, I'm actually enjoyed what I've been doing here these past few months. Just relax. You got this. I got to think about you said sponsors a while ago. They got this ghost energy drinks now. Wouldn't it be
Mhm.
crazy if they had tryptid drinks?
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be funny.
Yeah, have
Go
one
the
taste. Have one taste like a Mothman.
What would one be? Oh, Bursting Bigfoot. It would be like berry, but it would say Bursting Bigfoot on it. But it would be like berry
Yeah,
flavored. That'd be funny.
yeah. That would
Ghost
be that
Ghost
would be.
make their own little cryptid energy drink thing just to sponsor my show.
Uh-oh. Matt says, "Well, come on, there you go." Matt says, "Don't give me ideas."
Yeah, bad things do happen when you give him ideas. He starts pitching them to people.
Yeah, probably about next month or a month after that, there will be a cryptid drink.
Probably. He'll pitch it to Ghost. He'll like send them an email. Be like, listen, you need cryptid drinks.
Yeah,
They probably
yeah.
sell as well as the regular Ghost, and you can
Oh yeah,
expand your market.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, if I saw that in a sheets, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, yeah. Matt says probably, possibly. My bad.
Possibly, probably, same thing.
I get too excited when I'm trying to read something and I get all jumbled up.
I do that too.
Alien juice.
Alien. That sounds so gross, though. Oh, what you drinking there? Oh, alien juice.
Or alien blood or something like that. That'd be green.
Yeah. Tropical chupacabra. Bigfoot nectar. No, Bigfoot nectar.
Heard that show great the other night. It was so funny with Mr. Fedora and Emmy from PDX. And I had a good laugh with Amy from PDX. She was putting different funny pictures up. It kept me going and cheered me up. And Sarah with her hat and Matt too.
Oh, did you have your wolf hat on, the one with the moving ears?
Yes, I had a great time. Not what I was planning on, but definitely had a blast. Yeah, and I just thought about that. That would be good to have a cryptid drinks. That'd be the next out on the market. I'm gonna start be looking for it. They probably watching the show right now and saying, that's a good idea, y'all."
Matt put in the chat, I just saw it, an adult drink called Messy Nessie.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, an adult drink called Messy Nessie. I'm gonna make that now. I'm gonna make that like a shot. That's gonna be like my signature shot for parties, the Messy Nessie.
Leave it up to Matt. He'll come up with something crazy.
I'm gonna put whipped cream on it and everything. It's gonna be like almost like a blowjob shot, but no blowjob shot.
Yeah. Y'all ain't right.
No, we're
Oh,
not. But we're different. We're paranormal. That's what makes us fun.
oh yeah. I think that's what we got made us all come together. Just have good laughs and fun, and I think that's what mainly brought everybody closer together.
Yeah, that actually, just the fact that we all like being ourselves and like having fun was a big
Yeah.
thing. Like I feel, not that I can't be myself around people, but I feel like I have to mask a lot more when I'm out in the public of who I really
Yeah.
am. Like I have to filter myself a lot more.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was doing Matt's show and I was the guest and I was like I was just being very blunt, and Forward and Lurker and Squeakers were both like, "We love how forward you are. It's just so funny." I was like, "You would
Yeah.
not believe how not forward I am if you were to meet me in like public. I'm very quiet."
Well, yeah. See, that's the way I was when I was. I used like when I was in school. I used to be by myself. Didn't have too many friends to talk to. I just stayed by myself. And then growed up and started working. Still the same way. Never had too many friends until I actually got into paranormal. And then everybody and his brothers coming out of the woodwork. I mean, it's crazy how my life has changed through this stuff. I'm not. Uh, I'm loud.
Yeah, you're
Really
out
out
there. You're
there.
out there in outer space.
Yeah, he's hanging out with aliens.
Yeah, he's definitely he's the newt hanging out with the aliens.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and like I said, I really do appreciate you coming on, and at the very last minute, and I think we had a pretty good show tonight.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. I appreciate you having me. Um,
I forgot
I
I forgot about that right there. E.T.
oh
I
yeah,
love that
ET
movie.
Fuel.
I love that movie.
ET used to creep me out when I was a kid. I don't know what it was. I think it was the scream that ET made. I feel like that's what really got me.
It was really a great show, Matt. You have a I lost train of thought. You have a last one. Yeah, he um
He different.
I I was gonna say something right quick if I forgotten that what it was. Well, anyway, I really like I say I really appreciate it and everything, and we'll have to get you back on here again sometime and get you tell some stories and stuff about what you have done research on and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'd gladly come back. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate you asking me to come on.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it because I didn't know much about cryptid stuff. The only thing I ever heard of was the aliens and Bigfoot and the Mothman. That's the only thing I've always heard of. And I just learned something just a few minutes ago about the what do you call them, black eyed children or something.
Black-eyed children. Yep.
Yeah, I never even heard of that. I never even dreamed of hearing anything like that.
Mhm. Well, everybody will learn about more tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate it, and I will even on an investigation too. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I really, really learned a lot from tonight's show. I just hate that I didn't get on in time enough to do much of anything, but I really appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a good work week coming up. Tell Matt not to work too hard.
At his new job, he works hard, but not as hard as he used to. So I'm pretty sure he'd be
Oh,
okay.
yeah. We,
He don't do too much physical labor anymore with his security job.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking about getting together with a bunch of people and order a bunch of Domino's pizza and send it to his house.
He'd probably take it as long as it's paid for.
we'll put it COD. Oh Lordy, that's funny. It's great to have fun on an investigation and laughs too. Oh yeah, we had. She's not wrong.
Yeah, he would take it if
Yeah.
it was paid for.
Oh Lordy. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to just say thank you a lot. I can't. I mean, I don't know how to thank you. I really appreciate it. Maybe we'll get you back on soon, and you can tell us some more stuff about what you've done research on, and uh, tell us a little bit more about your witchery stuff. Um,
I'm always happy to
and
educate.
yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. It's just well, this last investigation that we did before I took my dad to the hospital, uh, it had somebody that played with the Ouija board in the past, and something attached to him. They didn't close
Mhm.
it, or something,
Yeah.
and that's what we picked up. And at the y'all might think this is crazy. I thought it was hilarious. Uh, the guy that done the blessing of the house, and whatever was there, it wasn't a bad dark, but it was a little dark, and he started reading scriptures out of the Bible and stuff like that, and then we started praying. Then about towards the end of the prayer, it said "thank you." It came over on the spirit box thing. It said "thank you." Then after everybody said "amen," it said "f you." Why you not? Yes, I never heard anything happen like that before.
I think I would have laughed. I would have laughed my ass off. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it was actually funny when it did say "thank you." That was, I mean, I kind of expect something like that, but when it said the "f you" afterwards, that was funny. That was funny. But all right, well, I'm gonna go and let y'all get some rest, and I appreciate it. Like I say, y'all have a good work week, and I'll be talking to you, Matt, sometime during the week, probably. Uh,
Probably, if not me, him, definitely.
yeah. All right, we got somebody saying good night here. Leah says good night, Jonathan, and which consultants, and I hope your dad is getting better, and I still say prayers for your dad. I appreciate it. Oh.
There's yeah, a a Pika
I started
consultant.
saying there was a Christian.
Yeah, there was a cryptid newt.
Oh, oh
There's a
Lord.
cryptid newt in my house. Help! It's the blue
All right,
Bigfoot.
y'all. Easy, easy, Mothman.
He's something.
Yeah, he's something, all right.
You're special.
You I'm gonna let you go so y'all can get some rest, and tell Matt I hope he feels a little better in the morning. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll be thinking about him, and I do hope he gets better. Yes. You too, I can't make it. My fingers work right. But man, y'all be good, and I'll talk to y'all later, and I'll see y'all in different channels.
Bye.
See ya.